That's a great question. Yes, it takes a lot of practice. It is an incredible discipline and commitment to really work with spirit, because what you're doing is developing a language with them. I always tell people that spirit works differently with mediums. We all have our own way of working with them. And what we need to do is sit and be very patient, and I believe that spirit really lets us know when we're ready for lesson 1, then lesson 2, and then lesson 3. And once you get to lesson 4, it might be 2 years between lesson 3 and lesson 4. And I think where people who are learning this make the mistake is they try to rush it. You cannot rush working with spirit and what they're here to teach us. So how I develop with spirit is you sit in development class, which you can find many development classes through spiritual churches. And what you do is you have to practice, practice, practice. And there's so much involved with that in terms of trusting what they're giving you, verbalizing what they're giving you, which you do in development classes. And so it's a language that's unique to yourself with spirit. They would connect with me on the physical level, meaning if I was bringing in a spirit that passed from a heart attack, I'd get a pain in my chest. If I had a spirit coming in that passed from a stroke, my left side would go numb. I'd feel a tingle there. If I had a spirit that passed from a car accident and their face, I will be blunt, got impacted by it, I could feel that. And so that's how it started. And then they would all of a sudden give me the information about the accident or about their process of transitioning into the spirit world. But over 5, 7, 8 years, it took time for me to understand all that, to not be afraid of the feelings that they were trying to communicate to me. And trusting is so important. It really is. And also, and in my classes, because I teach this, meditation is the #1 key, the #1 thing you have to do to continue to build your trust in your level of spirit communication with the spiritual world. If you don't meditate, it's not going to happen. It just is not. And that's with so many things, I should say, in the holistic field, is the spiritual discipline of meditation. The other thing is to live a life that's honest, full of integrity, take care of yourself in terms of what you eat, how you live your life each day. It's so important. And I really believe that once we can do that, it's so important to do that for yourself too. And the other thing is also to know that you have spirit guides that help you with the spiritual communication. I always say, don't go it alone. Have a teacher here, but you have teachers in the spiritual realm too that have you back every step of the way. And what I teach in my classes is not only do we have a spirit guide, but we also have what we call a gatekeeper that really monitors spirit that's coming in. Because when I'm working with groups of 50 to 100, 150, a lot of spirit can come in at one time. So the gatekeeper will say one at a time. It's like traffic control. Okay, one person at a time is coming in. And that is so important. That's what I mean. I'm not doing this on my own. I am not. And so to learn how to work with your spiritual guide or guides and the gatekeeper also takes many years of practice. So we're not doing this. I know I'm not doing this alone.